Dixon. And off.
This coach is insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They'll toss it to Miller. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Back to throw, Watson. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson flushed out right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
To throw is Watson. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Watson with a give to Miller. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Watson. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, it's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Good.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Here's Wilson. That is incomplete.
He's not exactly had a banner start to this game. We're still in the 1st quarter. He's already thrown an interception, and that should have been the 2nd one.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
One flip. Switch.
Now Wilson. Flush to his right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, 0. Check.
This is Carson. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 42.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Touch 50.
On 3rd down, Carson. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
On 1st down, it's Carson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Out of bounds at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
I got you, boy.
They run it with Carson. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
14.
On 3rd down, Carson. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Go.
Mike 51. Stay with your man.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Not too many more ideal situations than 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Check tight. Watch the safety creep.
Here's Carson. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the Texans' 8-yard line.
Whip. 19. Switch.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 3rd and 3. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Myers able to knock it through. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. Some disappointment?
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. And what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
The Texans take over 1st and 10. At their own 17.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Here's Watson. Open man is QT, complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Lamar Miller. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Right there. 54, right there, 54.
3rd and 2, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Now it's Lockett. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now a give right side. Carson. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
To throw is Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. DeAndre Carter is deep for the Texans. And it's fielded at the 34. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
On 1st and 10, Watson escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
The quarterback forced out of bounds and sacked. It's 2nd down.
What is that? 19! 24! 54!
The final shot before the break. Watson. He's going to let this one go deep. And his throw is incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Check three. Well left. I got motion man. Me. I got this.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Check. Go. Hey, check.
Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. It's caught. Rocket. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Here's Wilson to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Flushed out right. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 23.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it.
Let's go double count right here, double count. 55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. One left. Not today. 2-6.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Here's Wilson. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again is Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Watson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack.
3 and out.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. They are going for it. Here's Watson, and it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Now, this is a nice little gift-wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal.
Hey, alert.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the 11-yard line.
Hold up. Mike 55, Mike 55. Watch the pass. Bang.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Throwing is Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
Meyer's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Watson on target here to Fuller. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road in just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
3 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, it's Watson. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Watson looks to throw again. He's got Fuller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. To the air yet again, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he's brought down. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ezekiel Ansah able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
All right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
It's just me and you. SOS.
They run again with Carson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Bringing up 3rd and 12.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Hey, 0.
Now Wilson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
From the 44, Watson. That complete to Lamar Miller. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. A 1st down carry now for Miller. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw on 2nd and 6. Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26. Play action from Miller. Now Watson. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. He completes this into the hands of Miller. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Here's Watson. This is Miller, complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now it's Miller. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They come out here in the I, and they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Let's go. 41's the mark. 41.
They'll begin the drive with Carson. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
So the victory here for Seattle, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin.